Hey, everyone. Hey. Let me make sure I have my goal. Make sure I have my goal for y'all coming in. And I will say some hellos, but I want to make sure we have the goal. Have the goal. We have the goal. I have my infusible ink earrings that I'm wearing already. Let me start to say hello while I'm showing you the goal. Look at my husband. He said he can't wait, but he is at work, so I'm sure he will not be watching. Hopefully Hillary is here. Y'all say hello. Hey, Hillary, and hey, Kristen. Make it with Missy. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. Hey, Louise. Yeah, I'm going to try to give you some tips, Kristen. I think you are probably a more experienced crafter than I am. So I'll try my best. Hey, Risa. Hey, Karen, how are you? Hey. Hey, Daisy. Dimps. You know I was going to put out an APB if you didn't come in here. Oh, T Hill, Letitia, Creative Crafter. Okay. Hey, Brenda. Hillary. Hey, is it Tashay? I hope it's Tashay. Hey, Miss JJ. Our baby Jane too. Okay. Hi, is that okay? You ordered the earring blanks. I love them. I love them. I was thinking, do I need more earring blanks or do I need more infusible ink? Because literally you do them in 2 minutes, if you just do each side. Hey, Nalasia. Hey, Terry from Georgia. Paula D. Hey, Kathy. Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Tammy, you caught us live. Hey, Grab Life by the Cherries. Hey, Linda. Pamela's Creation Station. Louise, Susan, Cats and Crafts. All right, Dainty Doer, Roberta. Hey, Darlene and Lisa. Look at everybody. Alicia. Okay, well, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Alicia. I take it. I'm not kidding. Get my number from Patrice. Tell Patrice I said, pass my number to you. Hey, Sadira, you ordered the earrings. Okay. These earrings are so good because they're thick and, you can do both sides. Some blanks, you can only do one side. Like those bookmarks, the bookmarks came out nice, but you can still only sub on one side. Ready to have some fun? Yes, y'all, please hit that like button. Okay, Tasha, you must know my history on being live, that there's always a debacle of some kind. So every time I go live, I am conquering a fear. Hey, Desiree. Hey, Natia. And okay, Angel on the laptop. I have Angel. She just minimized on my screen down here. I had her on too while I was getting everything together. You ordered the earrings and the bookmarks. Now, my book club loved those bags and they loved the bookmarks. So I was excited to give. Yes, Brenda, you can't talk. Brenda, you're not one to talk. Brenda, you're not one to talk. You're not one to talk. You ordered the blanks and the keychains. Okay. So I'm going to try to do a better job. Hey, Detroit. Deborah from Detroit. I made a mug last night with infusible ink markers. And I put a D on it because, my name starts with a D. And if you know me, you know I love my name. Hey, Sassy Mocha Crafts. And the first mug. Now, first of all, let me say this. These Cricut mugs are $3.59 at Michael's, and they're $5.99 on Amazon. And they're like, I want to say they're more than that at Joann's. I didn't check Hobby Lobby, but when I saw with the colored handle, I was like, I gotta go get some more. So I bought like 10 of them because to me that was a good deal. And these are the 15-ounce size. Isn't that cute? This is infusible ink markers. So I was very excited about that. Hey, Jay. Okay, new subscriber, Pat. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I have you excited, Miss Lisa. Good, because we're gonna make something cute. Your sheets and coasters came, but not the earrings. Do you take the transfer paper off before you press it? Sheets and coasters, the transfer paper. You talking about on the earrings? There should be a plastic. There's some plastic on there. Yes, I take that off. If you don't, as soon as your heat press touches it, it's gonna start to melt. Hey, Tracy, thank you for being here. Hey, Sheila. Sense of heaven. Okay. Brenda, yeah, you know. Hey, Precious. More sublimation. The reason why I have done a whole infusible ink series is because a lot of people have infusible ink and a lot of people have not started with sublimation yet. And I want you to know that there are so many options for using infusible ink. I mean, you see, I've done earrings, I've done bookmarks, I've done I even made this bag. I didn't give it away to my book club because I made a mistake on it, but this is infusible ink too. I did this with infusible ink. Now, this was a nightmare to weed out. I ain't gonna lie. And then it wasn't centered. And then I had this dark spot right here, so I didn't give it away. But you can do so many things with infusible ink. And I want you to know that. And I don't want you to feel like, oh, you know, I'm not ready for sublimation, so I'm limited to heat transfer vinyl. You're not. Infusible ink is a fantastic option, and you're going to get vibrant colors, and the ink is still going to be in the fabric. And infusible ink on glitter HTV. I haven't tried that. Hey, it's from Savannah. Okay. Hey, Tanya. Teresa. Y'all, Teresa says the kindest things to me. I promise. When I wake up in the morning, if I see a comment from Teresa, it really it makes my day. In California, they're $5.99. Check Michael's. Michael's is having a sale right now on Cricut products. And I'm telling you, and the good thing about these mugs, so, you know, most of the time when you buy a box of Cricut mugs, they come, you know, in a package and you don't get an actual box, but they come like this. And then it also comes with a box. So if you're giving this as a gift or you have to ship it out, you don't have to send them this. This box comes inside of this box. So I was like, dang, $3.59. You really can't beat it. You have infusible ink. If you Tiffany, you need to start using it. Hey, Becky. Yes. Y'all better get that infusible ink. Press for anyone in line, nasty wins. I know. Last night, let me tell y'all a true story. This is a true story. We have a refrigerator in our garage, and so we keep like overflow stuff in there. Like if we buy too much juice, or like if we buy multiple things of like drinks, we'll keep them in that freezer or refrigerator. And last night I went in there to get something to drink, and the garage was like shaking. And so I was like, oh my goodness, somebody's outside shaking the garage. So I called Peter. I was like, Peter, come here, somebody's shaking the garage. He was like, girl, it's time for you to go to bed because nobody is shaking the garage. But you couldn't tell me that. You could not tell me. You couldn't tell me. I was like, no, somebody is shaking it. Hey, Charlene. Oh, Lord. Hey, Becky from California. All right. Savannah's already there. Okay. Dimps, come on now. Y'all get that stuff going. Okay, we're getting ready to get started. And I'm going to try to do better with my chat. I also made this list, this like checklist for how to follow this and how to complete this process. I will make sure to leave a link to this below this video after I finish, and I will make it available in the files tab of the Facebook group. Okay, so I'm going to make sure to link this below, because maybe if you have a checklist, you can say, okay, I've done that, check, I've done that, check, and that'll help you as you go through the process. If you don't want to wait for me to do that, you want to just have it already, you can screenshot or take a picture or, get it how you can get it. But there are 15 steps that I'm going to follow for this project tonight, and hopefully we'll get through it successfully, okay? So if you want to be able to follow this, I will definitely leave it below this video after we finish tonight. And it will also be available in the files tab of the Facebook group. Okay, y'all ready? You haven't had any signs with the sheets. Hey, Miss Virginia from Brooklyn. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. You haven't had any success? Oh my goodness. We're going to show you looking for a good book. No, it's not online. We meet in person and we do something adventurous every time. The Infusible sheet transfer on the bag when they send me the wrong. It has paper on the back, but you keep the part of it on that you're going to use. I'll press some earrings while we're waiting for the pins to finish doing what they do. How about that? Okay, thank you, Letitia. T Hill. Infusible ink is the way to go. Yes, thank you all so much. I'm not joking, Teresa. I'm serious. Sometimes, you know, it's rough. And when people give me some positive energy, it really, sometimes I like, Peter, look what she said. And he's like, oh, that's so nice. He don't really. Hey, okay, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Virginia. You stocked up on those mugs. Oh, were they cheaper than $3.59, Risa? Because Joann's, they do have some good sales. Hey, Virginia. Okay. I'm going to get started. So the first thing, we have our goal. The goal for tonight is to learn how to use infusible ink markers on fabric. The fabric that I'm using is a Cricut shirt. If you've never joined me when I've used a Cricut shirt before, I said that I personally only use the men's Cricut shirts because I don't like V-neck shirts. Nothing against V-neck shirts. I just don't prefer them. I like crew neck shirts. So a V-neck shirt, you know, it has a V, and I just prefer crew neck shirts. So I got a men's Cricut medium shirt, and that's what I'm going to be pressing on tonight. Okay, so that's one of the materials. And if I'm looking at number one, step one is to gather your supplies. So I'm going to use a Cricut cutting machine. I'm going to use my maker for this one. Infusible ink markers. This is my little caddy that I picked up from Dollar Something store. They need a name change. It can't be Dollar Tree anymore because it's not. It's $1.25. When that lady said $2.76 yesterday, I was like, oh, okay. It's $1.25. They need to change the name. So I got this little caddy. So my markers, I put them in here. All right. So I'm using sublimation paper, but you could also use laser copy paper. I don't have any laser copy paper. And to be honest, I'm not planning to buy any anytime soon. Okay, because I know that the sublimation paper gives me a vibrant color when I'm doing sublimation. So to me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, so I'm just going to stick with the sublimation paper. I'm going to use a lint roller. Okay, I'm using fabric. My fabric is the shirt. I'm using a ruler to measure my space. Heat resistant tape. I prefer to use the Cricut brand. You don't have to use the Cricut brand. You can use that the brown one. I just always prefer to use Cricut brand. Butcher paper. I already have a few pieces ripped out or torn out to cover my image. A heat press mat. I'm going to use the Cricut mat. Mine is a little bit loved, so I'm going to use that. And a heat source. I'm going to use my 9x9 easy press. Yes, I have a bigger press. I have multiple presses, but I'm going to use the 9x9 easy press because what do I want you to do? I want you to feel like you can do this and that you don't have to have a big heat press for this project. Okay. I'm going to use a cutting mat. You can use a light blue mat, or you could also use a green standard grip mat. I'm going to use a green standard grip mat. And then you're going to need a design. The design that I'm using is in Cricut Design Space, and it's just a bunny, and it says Happy Easter. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to contour it and contour it and get it ready. So we're going to do different layers. Can you use infusible ink on cotton without it fading or washing out? You can, but it's not going to be as vibrant. I've done infusible ink on actually it was canvas, and it just didn't look as nice. The color, the ink is in there. It's just not vibrant. So I don't recommend it. If you don't want to use the Cricut shirts, Walmart sells the George brand of t-shirts, and they are 65% polyester. I have subbed on those. It is a little bit cheaper. I think the shirt was maybe $4 or something like that. The sublet, I mean, you can see it, but it's just not vibrant. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Aunt Wanda. Okay. You're in Alabama. Thought you were going to say you thought it wasn't. No, I didn't. I was like, no, somebody's shaking the garage. And now that I think about it, it sounds so unsmart. Because why would they be out there shaking the garage? They just come in. Okay, have you bought any blanks from Amazon? But the sheets and marks to try to kind of practice shirt. So everything I pretty much buy, I buy from Amazon. I just trust it because, and I buy it as a Prime member because I want to see that I can return it. So when I'm going through my purchases, like if I type in a search on Amazon for sublimation blanks, I'm always looking to see like, you know, is it free shipping and free returns? Like if it doesn't work out, can I go drop this off at Kohl's and tell them that it didn't work out? So I buy a lot from Amazon. I prefer Amazon. I know it's quick. I trust it. And if I have a problem, I know I can return it. I don't buy anything that says, once you buy it, it's yours. Sharnette. Okay. Yes. Okay. The weather gets worse. Okay. I hope y'all. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Lakeisha, you know, y'all, Lakeisha, y'all, we have a special thing because I have to say, look, Lakeisha, I'm nervous. And she tell me I'm going to be okay. For you who are just joining me for the very first time, every time before it's time to go on here, I start like taking deep breaths because I start to feel very anxious. And then I'll send Lakeisha a message and say, Lakeisha, I'm nervous. And she'll say, you got this. We're going to be okay. The name of the Facebook group is Cricut Crafting with Delonda. Hi, Khadijah. All right. Hey, Cheryl from Chesapeake, Virginia. Aw. Well, hi to Storytime with T's mom. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You have a hard time reading it. I do too if it's very small, so we're not going to do anything like that. We're using the markers tonight, and the markers are a fantastic option. Okay, so let's get started. So we've gone through the materials, right? That was the first thing on the list. The second thing on the list is don't lose the list. I cracked myself up. Okay, the second thing on the list is measure your workspace. Now, really, I'm not going to have to measure my workspace because once I get into Cricut Design Space, I'm actually going to use the t-shirt template. This would be if you were using like maybe a canvas bag. And I brought one over here to show you what I mean. So if I was going to use the markers on this bag, I might measure this to see what my workspace is. Okay, so that's why number 2 is listed right there. Number 3 is open Cricut Design Space and create a template that matches your workspace. So remember I said I'm going to use one of the templates that's already in Design Space. Number 4, add your design to the canvas and resize or contour as needed. So I'm going to do number 3 right now, which is open Cricut Design Space. And I am going to share my screen with you so we can go through the process. How does that sound? Okay, let me see. While that's opening, let me say hi to Fabulosis. Okay. Yeah. And I saw those, but they were out of stock everywhere here, not even available for shipping. The prices are amazing, but you have to be able to find it. Okay, T Hill, make sure you've answered all the questions. I do have some of my moderators in here right now. And the only thing about joining the group is that you have to answer all the questions. There's one at the bottom that says, do you agree to the rules? That's the one that people miss the most. One of us got a fabric pen. Yes, you did get a fabric pen. I have that, but I haven't used it. All right, thank you. Learn how to use it. Yes. You got the gold. $1 and more. We got name options. Okay. Thank you. Cricut shirts to use Infusible. I prefer Cricut shirts, but you can use any polyester shirt. So what I was saying was that Walmart sells a George brand, and I'll grab one if you want to see it. It's a men's shirt. They're not the ladies' shirt. It's a men's shirt, but it works. It works. Cricut Design Space is still opening, so let me give it a minute to be great. $1 plus, $1.25, dollar something. Okay, all of that. $1.25. Facebook group is Cricut Crafting with Delonda. Hey, Nicole, $1.25. Look, y'all need to be submitting these names to the people so they can give you a little commission. Like, look, she helped us rename our store. We owe her. Okay, that's what they should do. Okay. Cricut Crafting with Delonda. Patricia, you can't be late. Whenever you're giving somebody your time, you cannot be late. I need to tell the superintendent that at the district. Like, you know what, sir? I've given you my time. I can't be late. Hey, Patrice. Hey. These are like glitter. I have not tried that yet. Okay. Cricut Design Space. Now it says that it's installing, even though it's already installed. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You don't have Walmart and South Wales in the UK. Make a visit. Come with an empty suitcase and fill that sucker up, but then don't fly back on Spirit. Y'all have $1 million though. I need to stop. Blessings from Nova Scotia, Canada. Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia is another one who always says, Charnette, you better be inviting people. Thank you, Charnette. Thank you to 2011 Miss Max. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, from Vegas. Aw. Amazon gets you all the time. They get me too. Peter told me they need to put a store on the end of the street. I said, sir, that wouldn't be good for me or you. That would not be good for either of us. Okay. Cricut Design Space is making decisions that will be good for both of us. Okay, now let me share my screen. Hopefully it'll let me share my screen and we'll be great. Okay, so now I am sharing my screen. And what I said I would do is open Cricut Design Space and create a template that matches your workspace. Now I am going to put this on a t-shirt, but I'm not going to open the t-shirt template just yet. The design that I want to use, I found it by going to, let me see what y'all see. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so the design that I'm going to use, I found it by going to phrases and I just typed in Happy Easter. Now, you don't have to use a design that says Easter. I just wanted to use a design that says Easter. You can use a design that says Happy Hump Day. You can use a design that says I Love Fridays. You can make your own design. You know, the possibilities are what? Endless. Okay. I found this one, and this is the one that I want to use. I'm going to add it to the canvas. So if I'm looking at my list, I am on number 4. Add your design to the canvas and resize or contour as needed. Okay, so when it comes in, I'm looking at my screen, and right now the view on my screen is at 100%. If you followed me for any length of time, you know that I don't keep the view on 100% because I like to be able to see the whole canvas and anything that I put on the canvas. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I think I'm going to bring it down to like 50%. Okay. So let me see how we doing. All right. Welcome first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Dawn. I just get worked up. Gildan. I like Gildan. It's just thick. It's just really thick. Okay. Let me hide that. Okay. So now I'm looking at it and I have my design on the canvas. What I'm going to do is actually duplicate this design, and let me tell you why. Because I don't want to use this design the way that it is right now. I want to contour this, and if you see, contour is right here at the bottom right. It's an option that a lot of people don't use because they're not really familiar with how to contour. And because I want different colors and different layers of this file, I'm going to have to contour this out to change it up, because otherwise it's just a basic cut. So what I want to do is change this basic cut to a pen. Okay. And so and the reason why I'm changing it to a pen is because I'm actually going to be using pens or markers, right? So here are all of my pen options. If I click on this box, I see that I have, like, I can go to markers because I'm actually going to be using markers, right? It'll change my design to look the way it will look once it goes through my Cricut, okay? So I've changed it to a pen, and I'm going to duplicate this 3 times. I'm duplicating this 3 times because I'm going to have 3 layers. Now, if this confuses you, maybe this project is, I would say, is between beginners and intermediates, maybe not specifically for beginners because of this contouring piece, okay? If I want to just, do this in one layer and have it just one black color in black, I could do that. You would do it, no problem. But because I want 3 different colors, that part might be harder to follow. So I want you to pay attention to this part, okay? So remember, I'm making 3 different colors. So that means I'm going to have 3 different layers. And in order to make it 3 different colors, I have to contour it. Otherwise, I can't. Okay. Let me see how y'all feeling so far. Okay. How y'all feeling? All right. Show your love. Okay. Tracy said it's 83 viewing, 73 likes. I seem relaxed. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going back. How y'all feeling about the 3 layers? Let me move that so y'all can see it. And okay, you're doing good. Okay, Kristen, y'all following. Perfect. Okay, I'm going back. First time live. Okay, welcome aboard. All right, so for this first layer, I'm going to click contour, and all I want is the outside layer. So I'm going to click the contour button. Let me stop for 1 second before I go to contour. The reason why I move my images all the way over to the left is because once I click contour, I want to see what's actually happening to the image. So once I'm going to go back and click contour, and I can see what's going on over here with that contour, right? Because I want to make sure that the right thing is being contoured out. Okay. So what I want to contour right here is just the outer layer, just the edge of this bunny. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for my layers to come up over here in the panel, and I'm going to click hide all contours. When you click hide all contours, it really doesn't hide everything. That first layer stays there by default. Okay. So I actually want to keep that first layer, and I want to keep this like this ribbon that's there in the middle. So now I'm going to close that out. So you see what I did? I'm still on step 4. So now I'm going to go to this layer, this second bunny, okay? And I'm going to change this because now I want to do some stuff to the inside, not the letters, okay? All right, so let me see let me check my chat. Y'all, okay. All right, y'all good? Y'all good. Excellent. Welcome, Kathy. Thank you. Okay, going back. So now I'm going to my second bunny, and I'm going to go back to contour again. And this time I'm going to remove everything except those little swirls and the egg and anything that's on the inside of the bunny. So I'm going to remove the letters. I'm going to remove that outer template piece. I'm going to remove all of that stuff. Okay. And I still have my image all the way over to the left so I can see what's happening to it. Okay. So I'm going to go back, and this time I'm going to hide this, right? I don't want the outer edge. I don't want the ribbon, and I don't want these pieces, and I don't want the letters. So I'm just clicking on everything that I don't want. Okay, so I still see the inner pieces, and sometimes for me, it's hard to find those pieces. So what I do is I bring the view up on the contour right here where it says 112%. I'm just gonna bring that up more so that I can get all those little pieces out from inside the letters. Okay, let me let it come up and cooperate. So now I'm gonna click on these because I don't want the inner pieces of these letters. Okay, so now I have everything I want. I'm gonna close that out. So now I have the inside of the bunny, right? So that'll fit in here. Okay, let me see how y'all feeling. Hey, Gladys. Okay, you do the same thing. Perfect. Okay, I'm going back in. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this bottom, but this time I only want the two words. I want happy and Easter. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it's all the way over here to the left. I'm going to click on contour, and this time I'm going to only be able to see the letters. I want to remove everything else but the letters. So I'm going to let it all come up. Letting it think about it. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Okay, and I'm going to click hide all contours. Remember that bottom layer stays there by default, but I can remove that last. So now I'm going to just bring my letters back in. I hope you see what's happening over here on my image, right? I'm bringing all of my letters back. Okay, so now, I'm just double checking and looking at it, and then I'm going to bring my view up and get the insides of those letters, right? Because I need them. Let me let it cooperate. Okay, and I'm finished with that. Uh-oh, let me go back because I meant to take the outside off. See how I forgot that? Okay. It's still thinking about it, but it removed it. Okay. So now I have 3 layers. And now that I have 3 layers, I can change the 3 different colors. Now it's important to remember right here that I need to make sure I have these colors right before I start all this mixing and matching, right? So for this outer layer, I know that I want this to be purple. So I'm going to go up here to my pen, and I'm going to make sure the marker is selected. And the marker that I'm using is a medium point Cricut Infusible Ink pen, and the color of it is ultraviolet. This was in I think it was in the Persimmon Permission, or it was in the January mystery box. Okay. And I'm going to choose the one to match what I have. Okay. That's changed the color of that. This inner layer right here, I want this to be pink. This color is called Cardinal. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and choose Cardinal. It says Cardinal Red, but it's not red. It's going to be pink and cute and pink. All right, and then the last layer is called, I'm using green, and the color is light green. Okay, and so now once I have my 3 layers, I'll start to put it back together so that it fits in the way that it was. Okay, so move this up. Okay. Let me check my chat and see how y'all doing. How y'all feeling? How you feeling about that? Did I confuse anybody, or do you have any questions? If you have any questions, make sure you put a Q in front of it so I can make sure I get to your question. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Good. Okay. Louise says good. Karen says awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. Okay. I'm checking on y'all. Okay. Dims, y'all doing good. Thanks, Brenda. Okay. So now I have this here, and I can bring the view up now because I'm not going to be contouring anything else. But before I do that, let me just select everything on my screen and just group it, because I don't want it to move, and I can't find a piece or anything like that. So now I'm gonna bring the view up to, let's say, 75%. And I'm going to go back and ungroup it because I'm not satisfied with that Happy Easter. I feel like it's kind of, I'm gonna move it to the top layer. I feel like it's kind of out of place, like it's down a little bit too low. So I'm gonna just move it up a little bit. Okay, and I like that. And I'm going to move this down a little bit because I kind of don't like the way it looks. And then once I move it a little bit, I will select the whole thing and get it, centered better, because I'm not really good at that. All right, so now I'll select the whole thing and I'll click align, and I will click center horizontally. Now, see, that doesn't look like it's centered horizontally to me. I actually felt like I had it better than how they had it. So let me move it over and up. Okay. I actually think that looks fine. I actually think it looks great. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, so now I'll select the whole thing again and I will attach it. Now, the reason why I can attach this and everything won't be the same color is because I've already changed all 3 layers to pen. Okay. Now I will go in here to templates and I will grab the t-shirt template. Okay. So I'm going to go in here to classic t-shirts. And, it's a men's short sleeve. I'm going to change it to a medium. And then I'll take my design that's attached already and I'll just stretch it out to see, what it's going to look like. And if it's, big enough, or if it looks, nice enough. And I know the size of my paper is 8.5 by 11. So I have to also be careful with my sizing, right? I don't want to go too far and not be able to, have the right size paper. So I'm being very careful about the sizing over here. So this is at 8.451 by 8.045. And that looks decent to me. The size that I know works for sure is 8, the height of 8 and the width of 8.404. But let me see if this will work. Okay, so let me click make it. I'm on step 7. And let's see how that looks. That looks good to me. I like it. Now, so Kristen gave me the suggestion to change the size of my paper. And so when I did this earlier, because I practiced this, not actually making it, but just like sizing it and everything, I did not get the option to do 8.5 by 11 until I resized my design. And I definitely want to be careful about that. So I'm going to click cancel and bring my sizing down just a little bit to a size that I know will work. I'll make sure my lock is on because I don't want the height and width to be disproportionate. So I want to bring the size down a little bit. I think I want the height to be right at 8. Okay, that's the size I want. And if you're taking notes and you want to remember the size that I used, this sizing is at a width of 8.404 and the height is 8.0. So now I want to go back and I'm going to click make it. And now if I look over here to my material size, I can change it to 8.5 by 11, and it'll just change the orientation of the paper. And I know to load my paper in this direction. Okay. Let me see how y'all doing in the chat. Can you use this? Absolutely. 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 Okay. Yes. You can do this with the Cricut Explore Air 2. You can absolutely do this with the Cricut Explore Air 2. Remember, because you're going to put the pins in clamp A. Is that for all size shirts? Yes. So I'm going to show you something else, Gladys. Do we want to go look at that now? Contour is cool. Thank you. Remind me to show you when this is over, Gladys, so we don't lose track. Okay. Remind me. I'm not gonna remember. I won't give you that lie. Like, Lord, she lied to me. But remind me to show you how to look at the different sizes, because you can, choose a custom size. So now I have everything, right? And what I'm going to do is, let me make sure y'all can see little old me. What I'm going to do now is click continue. Okay. And it says, connect your maker. My Cricut maker is already connected. La 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 la. Okay. Cancel. Maybe I lied. Okay, I will connect my maker. I thought it was connected by Bluetooth, but that's okay. We will do it your way. Cricut machine. We will do it your way. We will do it your way, maker. Look at that. You better be a way maker. Okay, so now remember I said you can use laser copy paper, but I'm not using laser copy paper. I'm actually using sublimation paper. But if you go to browse all materials, okay, I'm just going to type in laser, and I use that cut setting for laser copy paper, and click done. And then my machine will tell me which tools, which pen to load. So it's telling me load the ultraviolet infusible ink pen in clamp A. So it's telling me what to do, and I'm going to do that part on the camera so you can see it as I go. Let me move this stuff out of the way so y'all don't be like, Yolanda, what you got going on? I'm doing too much. All right. Let me close that. I don't even know what that is. And let me go to, I am going to mirror. I promise. Add to stream. Okay. And I am actually going to stop sharing for now. And let's see. I learned this from Patrice to make myself smaller and make the machine bigger. Can y'all see that? All right. Storming in Alabama. Oh, I'm sorry, Nita. Be safe. Be safe. I'm so sorry. Lord Jesus. Okay. So I'm going to use a green standard grip mat. And I'm going to load my paper, my sublimation paper, on the mat in the same direction that it was in Cricut Design Space. If you're wondering what kind of paper, everything that I've referenced is linked below this video, but this is the paper that I use. I use sublimation paper. So I'm going to get my paper loaded the same exact way that it was displayed in Cricut Design Space on the prepare screen. Here comes my load. I don't know if y'all can hear him running through this house, but he does the most. Okay. Okay, so here's this. Now let me go back to Design Space because I did not mirror, and I need to make sure to do that. Let me go back and share. Make sure I do that. Share. I'm going to click edit. Let me hide this. I'm going to turn on the mirror option because I do need to mirror this. Okay. And that matches, and we're looking good. We're looking really, really good. Okay. All right. So now it's going to tell me load the tools. So when I'm loading my tools, when I'm loading my pen, let me go back and stop sharing for 1 second. So I'm going to take the pen because it told me to load the ultraviolet pen first. I always take the cap off and I put it on the end of the pen so that I don't lose it. So when I'm finished coloring it, when the Cricut is finished doing what it's going to do, I'm not like, where did I put that cap? Where is the cap? Right? So I just put the cap on. Open clamp A, and then just hold the bottom of clamp A and just push it down until you hear a click, just like that. Close it. And then I'm going to insert my mat the exact same way that I saw it in Cricut Design Space. And let me bring this a little bit closer so y'all can see. Hopefully y'all can see really good what's the awesome goodness that's getting ready to happen right here. So I'm going to click my flashing C. And the Cricut will do all the good stuff. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Y'all be safe, be safe, be safe. Trying to make that bigger. Okay, so it's finished with that, right? So now it's telling me to load the light green pen into clamp A. So I'm going to remove the purple pen, put the cap back on it, and get the green pen. It's actually called bright green. All of these markers came in the same package. Hold the bottom of clamp A, push it down, close it, flashing C. Oh my goodness. Praying for y'all. Nothing here yet. So sorry. Okay, so now it's telling me to load the cardinal red in clamp A. I'm going to take this out, just open clamp A, pull straight up, put the cap back on, then load my cardinal, it says cardinal red, it's not red at all. Hold clamp A, push it down, listen for the click, close clamp A, press the flashing C. Oh, Lord. Have I used Infusible ink on tumblers? I have not done any tumblers, Tiffany. This weather is so crazy. Praying for you guys. We normally get a lot of rain, or it'd be cold in the morning and then hot in the evening, or hot in the evening and cold. It's just crazy. The weather is just. Y'all want to see Milo? You want to say hi? You gonna be good? Let's see. You see Milo. You see Milo. You being good? You're being super good. You being good? Let's see. You being good? Let's see. Hey, you're being so good. Are you being super good? Or are you being super bad? You're being super good or being super bad? You better stop scratching up that fence. We don't even like it. You see Milo? I won't lose the list, I promise. You say hi to the people? Did you say hi to the people? Look right here, my love. Look right here to the people. You say hi to the people. You gotta say hi to the people. He won't say hi. He will not say hi to the people. Okay. He is not any shy. Nothing. He's not shy of anything. He is too much. He's getting better though. He just turned 3 in September, so he is calming down a little, a teeny bit. Thank you, Zuri. But we will not have another dog. I can tell you that. We had a Boston Terrier Gizmo for 10 years, and he got hit by a car 4th of July. Joanne has pins for 40% off. Okay, so it's finished coloring the colors. It's finished with all the colors, right? And you'll be able to see, I can take my pen out, put the cap on, and put the pen over here in my little handy dandy dollar something thing, right? And I can remove it from the mat. Okay. It's not going to cut because I don't need it to cut. I just needed it to write. So I'm actually finished with my Cricut for tonight. I'm finished with this. I'm finished. I don't need this anymore. What I'm going to put over here in its place is the heat press. Okay. Because I'm going to be using that. Move it up so y'all can see it. But before I start to do that, let me show you what that looks like. Can y'all see that? So let me remove that for 1 second so you can see what the design looks like. And so now what I'm going to do with my markers is I'm going to color this in. And whatever color I color it in, that's what will be transferred to my shirt. Now, I'm not going to turn my heat press on just yet because the Cricut Easy Press, now I have to give it props where it deserves props. It does heat up fast. And I like that. So I don't need to turn it on yet. I'm going to start coloring this in. And if I was doing a tutorial, like a video, that would be done very fast. I'm going to color it as fast as I can while still staying with the staying in the lines. No, I didn't draw it, Zuri. The Cricut just drew this. Okay. So I have one layer that's purple. That's the outer layer. Then I have the inside that's pink. And then I have Happy Easter written in green. Okay. So now there's another type of marker, and it's these right here. These are called freehand markers, and they have like a double-sided tip, and it's like a thicker tip. I use these on that mug last night, and I think I bought these. I only bought them because they were on sale. Like I didn't have like a specific, I bought these because, whatever. I bought them because they were on sale at Michael's maybe a year ago. But these, the tip of these is thicker. It's a broader tip if you're interested in, using something like this. And I like it because it has more colors. I am going to add a lot of color to this because I want you to really be able to see what the Infusible Ink markers are capable of. Because if you haven't started sublimation, yes, these are Cricut. If you haven't started sublimation, this is an excellent option. These are all Infusible Ink markers. They're called freehand markers. I think I linked them below. And if I didn't link them in this video, they are definitely linked in the video from the mug. All right. Thank you, Miss Lisa. These are all Cricut Infusible Ink markers. Okay, so y'all going to watch me color this in. And y'all ain't going to judge. That's not going to happen. You're not going to judge me. Okay, so let me see. Scoot this back and scoot this. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Let me add that back to the stream. And let's see. Okay. And put that right there so you can see. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to color Happy Easter in. I'm going to color it in yellow. I'm just using the tip. And you, with these markers, they're very forgiving. I will say that. Now, you don't have to be perfect at coloring, or, you know, you don't have to be artsy. I would not describe myself as being artsy. But I am going to be teaching my next class on Creative Fabrica. I think it'll be up by, I want to say it's going to be up by Monday. I'm doing infusible ink sheets, not markers. I'm going to be doing infusible ink sheets on Creative Fabrica. That's the second class that I promised to do for them. So I colored in Happy Easter. You can't see it very well, but it's colored in. And I will color in, some purple. And what I try to do when I'm coloring is just follow, you know, whatever I do to the left, I do it to the right. So it's not, you know, the colors are not too crazy and it doesn't look too outrageous. But, you know, if you're very artsy and you're very, you know, you're good with the colors and the options, you'll do great at this. I'm not. I just kind of find colors that won't clash too much. That's what I do. I'm going to check my chat in a minute, but it's kind of hard to check it while I'm coloring. And I'm trying to color fast. Y'all be saying your prayers for those people who are in the path of the storm. Say some prayers for them. I think I'll do this in purple. I'll do this in purple too. What I also try to do is use up like whatever color. I just try to be finished with it so I don't have to keep coming back and switching up colors. Okay, I'm going to do some purple right here. Some purple right here. And maybe some purple right here. So what the Cricut won't do is color in the way I'm coloring in. It'll just do your outlines. You have to do the inside parts. And I mean, to me, this is better than trying to layer vinyl because this ink is going to be in my fabric. So that's another bonus, another plus, in my opinion. So I'm just trying to do all the purple that I want to do so I can put the purple away and not take it back out. If that makes any sense. Okay. And let me find this green. Maybe I'll color in green right here. And green down here. Let's see. Green right here. Y'all see I don't have a picture that I'm following. I'm just kind of going with the flow. And whatever I do to one side, I'm doing it to the other side. So far, this is what I have. It doesn't look good right now, but I think it will. I think it will. I think it will. Whatever I do to one side, I do it to the other side. And do I want any more green? Put some green right here. Some green right here. All right, I think I'm finished with green. Let's see. Do we have What color is this? Oh, it's a fine point. I don't really want to use any fine point pens. Really don't want to use any fine point. Do some pink. I only like the 1-point tip markers. Not a fan of the fine point. I'm sure they will look nice as maybe an outline, but I like the bold tip. And when you color yours, I'm sure you know you can color yours differently. You don't have to use these same colors. Let's see, I'll do this. We're almost finished, y'all. Stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me. Maybe this. And this. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of blue. Let's do this. This is not gonna be the cutest shirt, but guess what I will still do? Wear it. Let's do some yellow. Let me do some yellow. Do I have yellow? Let's see. I don't know what this. Oh, that's nice. I do have yellow. Why didn't I take out yellow? Yeah, I'm gonna check my chat in a minute. I promise. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do better. You're gonna be so proud of me. Okay, that, this, 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 this. Let's see. Let's use a lighter purple. Let's see what that will look like. I think I'm gonna color this in. Ooh, that's gonna be good. This purple is bold. How y'all doing? Permissions are looking. We're able to get in. Okay. Okay, y'all doing good. Okay, I'm trying to go fast, but I want to stay in the lines. I will not forget the list. I promise I won't forget the list. I don't think y'all let me forget the list. Y'all be hunting me down. If you are already in my Facebook group, I did a whole series for beginners where I did a tutorial once a week, and I had a list like, this is how you do sublimation for the first time. This is how you put vinyl on a tumbler, and there's a checklist that goes with it, so you can kind of check it off as you go. I even did one for engraved keychains if you're using the Cricut Maker. That's what I did, and it's in the Files tab in the Facebook group. I didn't share them outside of the Facebook group, but if you're in there, you can just download them, print them, make stuff, and then you can refer to your list. It helps a lot of people to have a checklist. Almost finished, y'all. Should have done something less intricate, but it wouldn't have been as beautiful. And I didn't want to do the butterfly because I already did that. Type yes if you learn how to contour. Type yes if you learned how to contour. Or if you learned something else, tell us something you learned tonight while you're watching. Type in one thing you learned. Type in one thing you've learned. One thing you've learned. One thing you've learned. Contouring. Okay, y'all learned contour. Anything else? Anything else you learned? You can always go back and watch it again. But whenever you get a file, you're working with the file and it just has one, like one layer, don't feel like you have to use it the way that it is. You change that thing up by duplicating it and contouring. Okay. That's how you change it up. I think I've colored everything in. I'm gonna go over this a little bit. Go over that a little bit. Now I'll turn my heat press on. My heat press is going to be set to 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Okay, so this is my finished colored in project, right? My finished bunny. You learned that the color design is, okay, you learned contouring. No selling, no drama. Oh, yes, we don't have drama. We're a drama-free group. Thank God. We are a drama-free group. And I have the best moderators this side of the Mississippi. Okay. So let me remove that for 1 second. And now, so this is what my design looks like. And I know it's not that beautiful, but we're getting ready to see. Look at how cute my bunny is. Look at how cute my bunny is. Now, did I have to contour? No. I could have just let my Cricut draw this out in all black. I didn't want this to have any black on it. Okay, you learn how to color in the lines. Look at you. Yes. So I didn't want to have a black outline, and I wanted my letters and these colors to be in there the way that it is. So now I turned on my heat press, and Cricut 9x9 easy press. Don't make me out to be a liar now. I said you heat up fast, dude. Cooperation is key. I'm talking to the machine, but it can hear me. The machine has feelings. Okay, so now let's see where we are with the list. Let me check the list. Thank you, Precious. Okay, so let's look at the list. We didn't need to measure because we used the t-shirt template. Add your design. We did that. We contoured it, right? That was step 4. Change the design to pin and center. We did that. Select the whole design and click attach. We did that. Click make it. We did that. Arrange the design on the mat and mirror it. We did that. Follow the prompts to load the pins or markers as needed. We did that. Number 10, after the design is complete, remove the mat and color in any colors of your choice. We did that. Number 11 is to lint roll the fabric. So now while that's heating up, I'm going to lint roll my fabric. So you see how this checklist works? We just check it as we go, okay? And I promise, I will upload this to the files tab in the Facebook group, and I will save it. I will link it below this video. Okay, so now we're on number 11, which is to lint roll the fabric. So I have my lint roller, and I have my shirt. So I'm gonna take the shirt out of the package, and it's gonna be so cute. Okay, my Cricut is already heated up. You love checklists? Yay! Yay, Hillary! I don't know if y'all know that, but there are already lists in the Facebook group in the files tab. Y'all probably haven't looked up there. You learned to change the pen. Okay, perfect. Now, because this is a men's shirt, it is a little bit big, but I'm okay with that because I have 2 stomachs. Sometimes 3. Okay, so mind your business. So if you ever start selling, please consider selling your list. I don't want to sell nothing. I don't want to sell nothing to nobody. I just don't want to sell. And if y'all want to have the list, look, you got to pay more attention. What they say in the book, you be more concerned about making a difference than making money. I don't want to make any. I'm good. I don't want to sell the list. Okay, so here's this, right? So now I'm going to turn that back on, turn my thing back on, my little phone, move it over. And I'm going to do what I said on the list, which is to lint roll the fabric. So I'm going to take my shirt, right? And I'm going to, where's my lint roller? Boop, boop, boop. Lint roll the fabric. Why do we lint roll the fabric? Lint rolling the fabric gets rid of all of those little blue fibers that seem like they don't exist, but they really do exist. It's almost like that Santa Claus. He really does exist. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to stop. Y'all make me say stuff that I don't want to say. So now I'm going to put a piece of butcher paper inside this shirt. And the reason I'm putting butcher paper inside this shirt is because I don't want the ink to go from one side to the other side. Okay? Y'all, it's your fault. Whatever happens, whatever I say, it's on you. It's not on me. Okay, so I'm putting this piece of paper inside the shirt, right? And I'm not, like, I need to center it and make sure. I'm not doing that. Okay, let me remove this comment so y'all can see stuff. All right. Oh, good thing your son wasn't listening. Uh-oh, sorry, says Emocraft. Tell him Santa is real. But you tell him Santa is real. He is real in your heart. Okay, got this thing under there, right? Making sure that it's good under there. I've lint rolled it. Let me lint roll it again since I touched the whole thing. I am headed for punishment. Just, you know what? Go sit in timeout. Okay, so that's that. Now, what is number 11? Turn on the heat source. We did that. Place the image face down on the fabric and add tape to keep it in place. So I'm going to take it from the mat. And I'm going to put it face down on the fabric, centering it the best way I can, making sure that it's, really, really good, coming down like three finger lengths. I don't want to be too low, but I don't want it to be too high, right? Let me add a little bit of heat to this right quick. I don't think it says it on the list, but don't you forget it. Add some heat to your shirt, just like you would if you were doing sublimation. So now I'm gonna, put this down, face down on the shirt, doing the best I can to make sure that it's, centered well enough. And I'm gonna get some tape, some heat resistant tape, and I'm gonna just tape it down in like 1 or 2 places. Okay. And I'm not going to tape on top of the design. Staying away from the design. Okay. And now I'm going to put butcher paper on top of this. Now that is on my list. Y'all know I'm a folder. I like to fold my butcher paper. That's just, my name is Delonda and I'm a folder. Okay. So then I'm going to take my heat press. I'm going to put it on the shirt. I'm going to press this for 60 seconds. Yes. Not going to move it. Just keep it steady in place. Hopefully it's covering the whole design. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm not moving my heat press at all. Any heat press that will get up to 400 degrees will work fine. So you don't have to have a big heat press. Okay, so I'm going to just pull it straight up, just lifting straight up, making sure that I got under there good. Hopefully I did. I'm feeling nervous that I didn't. But I'm going to trust myself. Let me just look at it. Oh, I did. Look at God. Okay. So now it's time for the reveal, right? So now I can take the paper, the sublimation paper from the shirt, and we will see what we got. And da-da, da-da. Oh, look, I see some. I didn't get it at the bottom. Look at that. I did not get it right there. God dog it. I felt like I didn't get it, but you get it. That's it. That's it. Now take the paper out. Man, shoot. And the ink, infusible ink is in the fabric. See how my coloring, see, it's in there. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Well, it's almost good, but I messed up right there. But perfection is overrated, so I'm okay with that. Right there. But you get the process. See? And that's it. That is it. I should get this to Peter. Like, Peter, you happy Easter, sir. Right? So I could, put this on. Thank you. Let me put it on and see how it looks. If it's too big. Whenever I make something that don't come out so good, I give it to my daughters. Like, no, I made you this. I made this for you. I could. Kiwi Chuki. Hope I said it right. See? That's it. That's it. Oh, Lord. Anyway. Okay. Y'all good? Are y'all good? Is that okay? Thank you, Gladys. Let me go back in right quick. Thank you, Gladys. Let me go back and share. Let me hide this and click done here. So with the templates, you can go here, Gladys, and you have like women's short sleeve, kids short sleeve, toddler, baby. And then right here, you can go to custom. So you can go small, medium, large, 1X, 2X. Let me see what custom is. I don't know how that, let me see. Oh, I don't know what you do with. Oh, look. So once you click custom, Gladys, then you can change the size here. See, I'm clicking on the width and I'm just making the shirt big. It doesn't tell you what size it is, but it just lets you go to a bigger shirt. So if this is inches, I guess you would have to know like how many inches wide your shirt is to make, to see how big to make your design. Okay. All right. Thank you, Dims, for the reminder. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to stop that and stop sharing. All right. So I'm not going to forget this list. Remember, on this list, I forgot to put butcher paper inside your shirt. I forgot to add that. So before I upload this list, I'm going to add that because I don't want you to forget it and be like having to walk around with a faded out bunny on the back of your shirt. Like, why you got a backwards bunny on your shirt? Y'all so crazy. Y'all are crazy. It's not me, it's you. Long did we reach our goal. The goal was to learn how to use infusible ink markers on fabric. Did we accomplish our goal? Thank you, Jackie. The bunny just says, how you say Happy Easter backwards? Just looking a mess. Oh, Lord. Put some cotton back there and look, little bunny tail. Bunny be watching your back. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. So if we accomplished our goal, we are good to go. We are good to go. Oh Lord, y'all be doing too much. It is not me, it is you. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Hi, Norma. Bunny got our backs, honey. We don't have to do GoFundMe when the cricket fall in the river. That's a whole other thing. We're not doing that. I'm not sleeping, Miss Louise. I'm actually hungry. And as soon as I hit the end broadcast, I am going to make sure I have 3 stomachs, because right now I have 2 stomachs. The name of the Facebook group is Cricut Crafting with Delonda. And just answer all the questions, and they will, moderators will take care of everything. Make sure there's one at the bottom. Do you agree to all the rules? That's the one that people don't answer. And then they're like, why would she ain't let us in? She thinks she all that. No, we don't. But we want you to agree to the rules. Okay. Thank you, Awanda. Thank you, Sharnette. All right. So let me say my say. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you. I always tell you that when somebody gives you their time, that is equivalent to their treasure. And I appreciate you for giving me your time. I don't take it lightly. And I want you to always know that I appreciate it, because I know you could be anywhere else. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully you learned something. And until next time, the bunnies got our backs.